Okay guys, so today video is about how I came out to my family. Okay guys, so today's video is about how I told my family about me being gay. So everything starts when I was 8 years old. I was in Colombia and I didn't know what was gay, what is like. I didn't know what was gay, what was lesbian, like the terms, like, yeah, like gays like guys, lesbian girls like girls, stuff like that. So I didn't know about that, and well, so I just started to feel like I I I don't know how to say, like, I started to look more guys than girls. Girls didn't I didn't like pay attention to them. Like all the time was just boys. So I was like, okay, so something is going on. Yeah, my friends are just always talking about girls and not guys. And yeah, I don't get it. And then I haven't been in a relationship before. So yeah, I have, like, I never had that experience of being gay in a relationship with another man. So I didn't know about that. I didn't know about what was gay, and yeah, so I I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want them to know about it. I just keep it to myself for a long time, and and then I came to the States. I was 14, around 14 or 15. I don't remember that good, but yeah, around that time. And I came from Colombia here to the States, and I got anxiety, I got depression because I didn't know no one here, I didn't know the language. Yeah, it was a new country, a new home, right? So I didn't know anything here, and I just had a little part of my family here, like two members of my family, well, plus my mom, because she came with me. So, but there were two members of my family living here already, and um, yeah, I was like, oh, good that like someone that we know, it's living here. So yeah, like it's good. Like for that part, I didn't feel that bad because at least I have family. And um, yeah, so they introduced me to more stuff. Like they introduced me how schools work here, because in Colombia we don't have like um, middle school, high school. It's just one school together. So yeah, stuff like that. They introduced me to, like, too many ways I can improve my English, like going to some place to learn or stuff like that. So I was like relaxing by that part, but it's always difficult to relax 100% because you know that you're new in a new place. So I was really anxious, and I got depression too. So I went to middle school, and this girl was like, she like yeah, she liked me, and I was like, oh damn it. I was like, I remember that I was like, I don't know what to do. Should I tell her that I like girls, or should I just like say yes to hang out with her and no one knows? And yeah, I was like really scared about it. And yeah, and I was confused too because I didn't know what to do. But I decided to like to be in a relationship with her. But at the end, for me, it wasn't a relationship because we never hang out, we never kiss, we never. Well, what else do we? I Yeah, she never introduced me to her family. I never introduced her to my family. It was like I knew from the beginning that it was just like a cover. Like she was my cover, you know, like because of her, no one knew about my sexuality. And I feel like I feel pretty bad about it because I kind of use her, you know, and yeah, I feel bad about it. But at the same time, I didn't know what to do. I I was really scared. I was confused. My mind was in blank. I I didn't know what to do. And yeah, so yeah, I did this and I regret it because like yeah, it's something that is personal, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to use the people like that. But anyways, um so yeah, I moved on after middle school. No one knew about me. I got to high school on my yeah, I got to high school and I was around 16, I think. And uh, like I really wanted to tell people about this, you know, like I wanted to tell them what I'm truly are, cause I didn't want them to see me as something that I'm not. Like, yeah, they were seeing me as something that I was faking, and for me to take that decision was really, really, really scary and took me a lot of time. So I remember that day that I was on my phone and I was looking how to come came out to your parents, and I remember that I think it was a blog or a YouTube video. I don't remember. And in this, let's say it was a blog. So on this blog, they said that one way to come out it was by telling your parents by a letter, and that got my attention. That was like, okay, so this is for me. That's like that's the choice that I did because that's how I feel comfortable with. Um, so with this method of telling your parents who you truly are, that got my attention, and I did it. Um, I wasn't expecting to come out that day, but I don't know, something inside me told me to do it. That I was ready. I needed to tell them what it was. Yeah, that I was ready for it, and I I did it. I wrote the letter. I was home alone that day, and my mom came at night. So I wrote the letter, and on the letter I wrote, uh, I know, like, I've been living for what 16 years, and I know what I like and what I don't like. I I don't want you um to give you like a fake impression of me, and I want to tell you guys that I'm gay. I told I wrote a letter to my mom. I and then my mom told my dad, and yeah. So when my mom came up to my room, she didn't knew nothing about it. Like she didn't expect me to tell her what it was really. So she came that night, and I was laying on my bed, and she came to me and she said, "Hi, how are you? How was your day and everything?" And then she knew that I was acting weird. I was acting like shy, scary, nervous, and she asked me what was going on. And then I I I told her that I needed something to say. Um, but I didn't, like, I told her to, I gave her the letter. She was about to open the letter. I told her, don't open it here. Walk out, like, walk. You have to walk out of my room, read it, because I want you to take your time, to read it, think about it. And I told her, walk out of my room, read it, think about it, and then when you're ready, come to me and tell me what you think. I gave her the letter, and it was really difficult. And I was really nervous. I saw many stories on, like, on YouTube or on blogs that parents didn't accept their children's as who they are, how they act. And I was really scared because I was thinking I might be another one. I might be another, yeah, another one. Yeah, and I was, yeah, that was like, whoa, that was too much. So my mom read the letter, and then she didn't follow the rules that I gave her. She read the letter, like, basically in the door of my room, and then she saw the word gay. That was the first word that she saw, gay. And then she was like, what? And then she came back to me and she said, what is this? And I told her, did you even read it? And she said, yeah, but I knew she didn't read it. So I told her, like, basically for the second time, I told her, like, face to face, like talking here to you guys. I told her, um, well, yeah, I've been living for 16 years. I've been, like, I've been choosing some of my decisions, and I've been choosing what I like and what I don't like. Yeah, so I told her that, and when I told her that, like, she dropped, she started crying. She was, yeah, she didn't expect me to tell her that. And I know, because I know how she felt, because I wasn't expecting to tell her that the same day that I was looking for. Well, it's not that I've been looking. No, what I mean is that that day, it wasn't the first day that I was looking for ways to tell her, but I was just searching. But, like, it was a switch inside me. It just turned on, and then I felt ready for it. So yeah, but she wasn't ready for this, because, yeah, she didn't expect it. And she started crying. I was crying too, because I felt like I was disappointing her, of giving her, um like, a perspective of something fake that it was. And yeah, and that I was telling her what it was truly, and she yeah, she didn't expect this. And yeah, we both start crying and everything. And then she told my dad. Um, yeah, she told my dad. And I remember that the first day of, like the first days that I came out to her, I felt a really sad and cold vibe on my home. So I didn't want to spend that much time on my house. I wanted to spend time in school with my friends, laughing, forgetting about it. And yeah, and they didn't knew about it neither. I was like, I was going through a lot in that time. Like, I was, I just came from Colombia. I told my mom about it. I had anxiety and depression. Yeah, so I was going through a lot. I didn't, like, I just told like my mom and my dad about it. But right now I'm in school and I'm having like troubles that I want to talk with someone, but I couldn't talk with someone about it. I feel like I just want to go slow. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like, not for now, cause I just told my parents about it, and it's been like a really sad vibe in my house. And then yeah, I remember that I the first days my mom was asking me a lot of questions, like, are you gonna change your sets? Are you gonna do this, do that? And I was like, no, hold up. Like, being gay is not changing your sets. Being gay is just liking something different as straight guys. And yeah, so she was asking me a lot of these questions, and I didn't like it because I just told her a really big, like, a really big secret. And but yeah, she like, I understand her because she didn't expect it. She was making sure, like, what I was thinking, my yeah my thinking. So yeah, and then um I told her that if she wanted to tell my family about it, it would be more easy for me. Yeah, so then I told my aunt. No, she told my aunt. And yeah, so I was really nervous about it because I didn't. Yeah, because it was a new thing for me. And then yeah, so that was when I was 16, around 16. And my aunt said that she was okay with that. She wasn't expecting to me, like, that it was like that, but that she supports me. And then this last December, I was 17. My family came from Colombia. My grandma and my aunt from Colombia, and my aunt that is living here. And they came from Colombia, and because my grandma came, and I was expecting, like, my main goal for her to come here, it was to tell her that I was gay. I I was, yeah, as always, I was nervous about it. But I felt this time that my mom was there for me, and my dad was there for me too. And yeah, so I told my grandma. When I told her, I I like, I went to her room, and I took like 5 minutes to start talking, because I didn't know how to start. I didn't know how to make it again. And she was there in her bed. My mom came with me to tell her. And yeah, was really nervous and anxious. Um, and then I just told my grandma the same as I told my mom. I've been living for some years, and that I know what I like and what I don't like. That I've been making my own decisions, and yeah, and that I was gay. I told my grandma that I was gay. Um, as my family, as all the members of my family, they they didn't expect it, but they all support me about me being like this. And I was like really scared because my grandma was one of those people that say that uh, homosexuals are bad people, they do this, do that, they don't succeed in life. And yeah, and basically in her way of thinking, I was part of the bad people, you know. And but yeah, then I just wanted to tell her, I just wanted to make her that clear. I I yeah, that was one of my main points for last year, and I told her that, and I was really proud of what I went through. I went through a lot of difficult situations, and yeah, this is something really difficult. This is something that you don't do overnight. You don't yeah, it's it's something that many people can think in other ways, in a positive or negative ways. It's it's hard, and even when you gave your family a different perspective of yourself, it's it's really difficult. And as I said, the first days they were really difficult because I didn't want to talk that with my parents, but at the same time I wanted to talk with someone about it, but I just didn't want to tell my friends at the same time because I wanted to take some time. And um yeah, like I couldn't talk in home and I couldn't talk with my friends, so I just keep it to myself for a long time. And then after some time, the same year, I told my friends about my sexuality. I told them how was it, how I told my mom, and I told them who knew about it, and they all support me. They were there for me, you know. They were asking me how how was it, how I was feeling. The same as my family, cause they at the first moment, like I knew they wanted to talk about it, but I didn't want to talk about it at the first moment, cause yeah, and yeah. So I told my friends about it, and they say they were worried, like they were worried about like how I was feeling, not because of my sexuality. They were worried about how I was feeling about this, and yeah, this is how I told um, to the people in my family that I was gay.